Peace, this is Camila Shakur, and you're listening to the Venus Journey podcast, where we discuss and analyze music, artists, and entertainment. I'm back, and I'm back because I am inspired. I'm inspired because of Megan Thee Stallion. I love Megan. I've loved her since Make It Hot, which dropped in like 2017. I started listening to her in like early 2018. I've always been a hottie since then, never wavered. So I was extremely excited when she announced that Cobra was going to be coming out. The video dropped 6-7 hours ago. I just watched it about an hour ago. And I watched it again. Because I words are escaping me right now. What I watched was absolutely stunning in so many senses of the word. What I watched was stunning. What I heard was extremely compelling. I haven't heard anything that compelling from the rap girlies in quite some time. That's not to say that no compelling music is being made by them. I'm saying that I haven't heard it. What I have been hearing from the rap girlies lately is not that it's been bad. It's just not, it hasn't done anything really to affect me. This is the first thing that I'm hearing from a woman in rap in a long time where I actually feel moved by what I'm hearing. And I think that's coming from the fact that this dog is really just gonna bark like this. I'm sorry, y'all. Just pretend it's faux. Okay, just pretend. But what it's really coming from, I believe, is the fact that she's speaking from her heart and she's really telling her story. When she announced this, she didn't say a song, a single. It said a story by Megan Thee Stallion. And when you watch the video, you really understand that. When you hear the lyrics, you really understand that she is storytelling. She is world building, okay? So not only is she storytelling in the lyrics, but then she has built this visual world to accompany her words. And it's extremely cinematic. It's extremely it's just mesmerizing to watch. I just feel like there's so much I want to say, and I want to make sure that I'm saying it in the way that I want it to be perceived. First of all, let's talk about how she dropped this during Scorpio season. I'm a Scorpio. My birthday is in 4 days. Okay, so I already felt like this was an early birthday gift to me. But she dropped this during Scorpio season. Obviously, by the title of the podcast, this is Venus Journey podcast. You might be able to tell that I am into astrology. So she drops this on during Scorpio season, and actually, like, I was talking to a few homies that are also into spirituality and astrology, and one of them was saying that November 3rd was a very auspicious day as far as like planetary alignment. I can't remember exactly what they were saying, but that kind of stuck in my mind. So I wouldn't be surprised if that also played a role in why she decided to release the song today. Scorpio is the sign of transformation. when this music video first comes on, she's saying like we must shed our past over and over again. And Scorpios are always transforming. There are like three different levels of the Scorpio. There's the scorpion, there's the eagle, there's the phoenix. And when you get to the point of the phoenix like bursts into flames, right? And then rises from the ashes. So Megan is using the symbolism of the cobra, but the story of having to, be reborn. Scorpio also rules rebirth. Having to be reborn from your past is very similar. And I think it's great that she decided to release this during Scorpio season. I think it is very timely. I think it, for a lot of us, is going to be received very well because we are in alignment with the energy of Scorpio season, and we understand what she's doing. And even if you're not, into astrology or whatever, I think that is still something that you can take a lot away from. Now, let's get into, oh gosh, she talked about so much in this song. She talked a lot about her struggles with depression, anxiety, and she was very candid about it. She talked about how there was times when she wanted to unalive herself. She goes into detail in a way that allows you, it's like she brings you into her mind, into the space that she was in mentally in a very effective way. And it's like you just, when you hear it, you want to listen. For me, it made me want to listen. Again, I'm biased because I have been a hottie for over 5 years now. I've been listening to her for a very long time. I've watched her rise from never, from not having charted on the billboards to being number one on the billboards. So I have a bias. However, as a musician, as a fellow artist, as somebody who has been writing music for 2 decades, who has been recording music and making music for years and years, I can confidently speak to the way that she effectively draws you in to tell you the story. Even from the very beginning, let me look up the lyrics. I should have already done this. Sorry. The way she starts off. Let me pull up these lyrics. It just dropped, so maybe the lyrics won't be up. Here we go. So she goes, breaking down and I had the whole world watching. But the worst part is really who watched me. Every night I cried, I almost died, and nobody close tried to stop me. So when the song first comes on, she said, breaking down and I had the whole world watching. So she's taking you back to that place that she was in, of like her, life really crumbling before all of our eyes. And we all saw that. We all saw what she went through, how she was harassed. And now we're really getting it from her perspective for the first time. And it's a perspective that we haven't gotten, because the last time that she really spoke on anything, like I know she's done like some interviews, but she hasn't addressed it for real. She did Traumazine, and that she did speak on it there, but I feel like this perspective is new because, again, she's coming from the place of, I'm speaking on this from looking back at it, not while I'm still in it. When she dropped Traumazine, she was still going to court. You know what I'm saying? So talking about it while you're still in the thick of it is not the same as talking about it, and it's not the same as reflecting on it when it's over and done with. You understand? The court case got really finalized in December of last year. So now it's been almost a year. She's been off of social media for a really long time. You can see, like, now that she's back posting, you can see that she is in a completely different space. She even looks different. And I've seen some people try to, oh, she's getting surgery. That girl ain't got no damn surgery. She looks the same, but she looks like she's undergone a transformation. When you go through things, and anybody that's really been through anything and been present with themselves knows that when you go through things and when you change, especially if you've gone through something traumatic, it changes you. It changes your body. It changes the way you look. And the things that you have to do in order to heal also change you. So she looks so different, not because she went and got surgery or she did anything to, and even if she did, whatever, but I don't believe she did. But I can tell that the change has been happening from the inside out. That's how it appears to me. And I think it's very, like, evident. So she's talking about what she was going through, and she's reflecting. And she goes, let me finish this verse. She says, breaking down and I got the whole world watching. But the worst part is really who watched me. Every night I cried, I almost died, and nobody close tried to stop me. Long as everybody getting paid, right? Everything will be okay, right? I'm winning, so nobody tripping. Bet if I ever fall off, everybody go missing. First of all, can we talk about how I just like like mimicked her cadence so easily, and I've only heard the song like 2 times. That's how much it impacted me, I think. Also, like I said, I'm an artist, so I can hear things and mimic it. That's part of artistry too. At night I'm sitting in a dark room thinking, probably why I always end up drinking. So she addresses the drinking too, because that was a big thing that she used to get criticized for, was drinking and stuff like that. And she used to get criticized for that, like, before everything happened with the shooting and stuff like that. But she talks about her relationship to alcohol at this point in her life. She says, yes, I'm very depressed. How can somebody so blessed want to slit their wrist? Shit, I probably bleed out some Pinot. When they find me, I'm in Valentino. He pouring me shots, thinking it's lit. Ha, little did he know. And this is when she goes into the chorus. This person, depressed, I'm about to stress him. Pink nails around his neck. But this ain't domestic. Think it's going down. Ha, now he stand corrected. And so once we get to the end of verse 1, she's talking about, she says, he's pouring me shots, thinking it's lit, little did he know. And what that sounds like to me is, first of all, she definitely addresses Partisan Fontaine in this song. And this is the first really explicit, I think, lyric about him. And it's kind of painting the picture of what that relationship was like. He's pouring her shots thinking it's lit. And it's like, how do you think it's lit when she's going through all of this? Like, how are you? I here's my perspective. He don't really think it's he didn't think it was lit, but it was easier for him to be with her and be on that type of time of drinking and partying and, oh, it's a celebration, than to deal with what was really going on with her. And it's not easy to be with somebody who is struggling with their mental health, right? But I'm trying to imagine what it was like for her to be partnered with somebody and constantly feel like she had to perform that she was okay. And I know that it wasn't, I know that it is probably more layered than that, but that's really essentially what I'm getting. Like, this person isn't really taking what I'm going through seriously. They just want to party. And I'm allowing that to happen because it's helping me disassociate with my trauma and my pain. And that is so sad to me. That is extremely sad to me because she deserved better than that. So then in the second verse, she talks about how she like, I got problems. I never thought I would hit rock bottom. She talks about how she misses her parents. She's anxious, always canceling her plans. Then she goes, pulled up, caught him cheating, getting his dick sucked in the same spot I'm sleeping. So now it's not only the neglect, it's not only pushing alcohol and partying when she really need to be focused on healing so that you can be comfortable and have fun even at her expense, while you already benefiting from being publicly partnered with her. Then you got the nerve to be cheating on her at her house. Keep in mind, she had a home invasion happen last year. Somebody broke in her house and stole a bunch of her stuff. And the stuff that was stolen, that's bad. But like, what really got me about that, what I really didn't, why I really hated that for her, was not only because she got stuff stolen, but that was just such a, like, after you've been shot, and there are thousands and thousands of people constantly harassing you online, calling you a liar, threatening you, and then somebody breaks into your house. Like, imagine the like the way your sense of security is going to be messed up. So that was really why I was so like, I really didn't like that for her. obviously it's a bad thing, but I was really upset about that for her, because I'm like, she already been through enough, and then for that to happen, that's like some type of, that's gonna add to your anxiety, knowing that people that would steal from you know where you live and is able to get inside your house after you've been shot, while you getting threatened and harassed, while your nigga just worried about partying and getting his dick sucked, not protecting you. Like, it's no, it's no, it's no wonder why everything lately that she been posting has basically been like her in the gym. Like, yeah, if I had been through all of that, I too would want to make sure I could whoop anybody ass who ever try to threaten me or my safety, because she's had continuous threats to her safety and actual harm, bodily harm done to her. So of course she gonna be in the gym to be strong, to so she can feel more secure. Not only that, I'm sure it helps her to be mentally strong, not just physically strong, but mentally stronger. To know that she has the dedication to go and take care of her body that way. That's why I said that change is happening from the inside out. That ain't no surgery. Child. So then she says, so she says the line about him cheating in the same spot she sleep in. Lord, give me a break. I don't know how much more of this shit I can take. How long you been worried about me, telling people that's not me. Honestly, it kind of feel like you plotting, watching. Why is you speaking on me at my lowest when you acted like you ain't noticed? Okay, let's break that down. How long you been worried about me, telling people that's not me? Honestly, it kind of feel like you plotting. All right, now this is where I want to get into like the Scorpio aspect of this song, because this is that perception that you have to pick up on, that Scorpios have very good perception. Sometimes it can be paranoia, okay? No zodiac sign, no planetary energy is just positive. There is both sides to everything. The scales can tip either way. But it's like, imagine you going through it and somebody telling other people they worried about you, but they don't express that to you, and all they want to do is act like they having fun around you instead of actually inquiring about how you're doing. It is gonna feel like somebody plotting on you. It's gonna feel like somebody is trying to use your trauma to convince other people that you're weak or you're crazy. Baby. Saying, she goes, why is you speaking on me at my lowest when you acted like you ain't noticed? Like, again, you acted like nothing was wrong. You acting in my face, you acting like ain't nothing wrong and everything Gucci and we just need to be partying and blah blah blah. But then you talking about me to other people, so you know something wrong, but you're not going to really face me. You're not really going to be there for me and be present for me and sit in that with me. You're just going to use it against me to turn other people, to make other people doubt me, basically. I was tripping, going crazy, and they low-key hating, so they ain't gonna say shit. Damn, I finally see it. I'm killing myself when bitches would die to be me. I'm killing myself when bitches would die to be me. And she goes back into the chorus, and then she does a bridge. I ain't going. Yeah, no emotion. A, back outside. Yeah, back in motion. A, he keep calling. I ignore it. He say I'm crazy. Don't I know it? And then there's this insane guitar solo. Oh my God. I love it so much. You really got to just go and listen to it and really be present with it and live with it. I love the song. I really love the song. And again, what I love about it is the vulnerability. I love how she's speaking from her heart. I tweeted and I said this. This is not the type of song you release to get a hit, to climb the charts. That's not what she's doing. This is pure artistry. This is creative expression at its rawest, if you ask me. She also produced this song with Bankroll Got It. She played a heavy hand in producing, which again, I love that because the instrumental is fantastic. I love it. The video is extremely cinematic, beautiful visuals, all of the snakes and everything, and at the end, like, there's this cobra and it like slithers past these 4 eggs. I noticed 4. I feel like I was paying attention because it may be like there's like 3 more singles coming out, or I don't know. But there was 4 eggs, and then one of them starts to crack, starts to hatch. It was really, really good. It gave me chills. I loved it. Now, quickly, I want to talk about something I saw online. I saw Armand Wiggins tweet, and he said, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and read it. I don't want to misquote him. He said, I personally won't be playing a song about being depressed every day, but that's just me. I don't even want to put that in my spirit. However, maybe she needed to release this to move forward. And what I said was, I'm not even saying I'll be playing it every day, but I will be listening intently for a while because I'm truly intrigued and impressed with this era of her artistry. Glad I can do that without being scared. And then I posted a screenshot of this tweet that I made a couple of years ago, in November actually, that said, no sound, song, or lyric can put you under a spell or trance or whatever if you are self-possessed. You're not going to fall victim to no shit like that. It might affect you, but you still have the ultimate say in what's going on, and if you are in control of your own vessel. Somebody else commented and said that wasn't true and all of this other stuff, and I replied to them and basically just said that me and you don't believe the same thing. And now they're on my page talking to themselves. I'm not going back and forth because I've literally been studying sound and vibration and frequencies and stuff like that for decades. And just to be perfectly honest, like, that person, they don't have the range to have a real conversation with me about it. But I say that to say, I think it's kind of like a normal, not normal, but like it's understandable for people to be like, I'm not gonna be playing this because I don't want to be depressed, because she is like in the chorus, like she repeats that over and over. However, like I said in my response to Armand, even though I might not be listening to it every day for however long, I'm still going to listen to it with intention. I still appreciate the song because it's real. And like I said on the Venus Journey podcast page, because I replied to him on both of my pages, I said, yeah, it's called creative expression. It's really no different from I said, yeah, it's called creative expression. It's really no different from Beyonce singing Resentment or basically anything from Lemonade. And I'm sure she does not want you listening to it if that's how you feel about it. So win-win. Also, there on the Pink Print, Nicki Minaj has songs where she was talking about where she was popping pills and stuff like that to deal with her anxiety. Like, artists talk about things that are unpleasant all the time. And the whole point of this is her releasing it so she can move on from it. And like I said, I don't believe she released it because she thought like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a hit. This is gonna be playing everywhere on the radio all the time. This is a clear departure from the music that she has made that has been super successful for her. All of her music that is like really successful is very different from this. She has made music about what she's gone through before. Like Taylor Crumpton brought up Crying in the Car. You know, on Traumazine she had anxiety. It's not that she has never talked about these things, but those don't be the songs that she like make a whole treatment for and push as a single. She made this the single because I feel like she's like, I'm going to put this out. I'm going to say what I need to say. And after this, whatever direction she's going in next, the foundation will be, I've got this out of my system. Everybody knows where I stand on this, and I'm moving forward in the direction that I want to. That's how I see it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna support it. Like I said, I really enjoyed the music video, and I enjoyed dissecting the song. So I appreciate having this platform to do that on. It is, to me, it's not like I'm gonna like go ahead and buy the song, but again, I it's not the type of song that I feel like I need to play over and over again either. Like, I understand what Armand was saying in that sense, but it's not because, oh, she says she's depressed a lot. It's just that this piece of music, I feel like I can listen to it a couple times here. Listen to, like, I'll have the urge to maybe listen to it at a certain time, or I'll get reminded of something that'll make me want to put it on. It's not, I don't feel like this song is built for repeated overconsumption. Put it like that. Whereas Savage, and body and a big old freak and stuff like that, it's like you can easily put that on and just keep playing it and keep playing it because it's very infectious. This song is not like that. It requires a different type of what the word that want to come up is care, but that might be what I'm how I'm viewing it, but not necessarily how the general public will. It just requires a different way of like engaging with it. All art is not the same. So him saying like I'm not gonna be playing this every day, it's like okay, that's fine, but what's missing from what you're saying is that this song isn't built for you to be playing it every single day. I mean, I'm not saying that she don't want it to be played. This is her first project that she's releasing on her own, so I know she needs as much support as possible. But from my point of view, what I'm saying is, like, for example, if I wanted to just like run the streams up on a certain day, I'm gonna go back to like the astrology stuff. If I wanted to like support this just because it's Megan and I want to like put my efforts into like supporting this project because I know she's doing it on her own, instead of forcing myself to listen to it every day, every day, every day on repeat when that's not natural, what I would do and what I might do is just pick a certain day to just have it on. And as I'm doing that, being intentional with the energy is not about, oh, I'm going to be depressed. It's about utilizing the frequency of the song for transformation. I talked at the beginning about how Scorpio rules transformation. Another artist who rap a lot about being depressed, Future. Future is also a Scorpio. He also calls himself Pluto. Pluto rules over transformation. So there will be times when I listen to Future and have Future on a lot, and it doesn't make me depressed because I'm intentionally using the frequency of that music for transmutation and transformation, for alchemizing a situation that I don't like or a feeling into something productive or something some form of abundance. That's what Future has done countless times over the years. He's taken grimy situations, put it in his music, alchemized it through his voice, and it turned into millions of dollars. Now he might be a crappy person. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, but it's the truth. That's what he's done. That's the alchemical process, and he utilizes the planetary energy of Pluto to do that. So similarly with this song that has been released in Scorpio season, if I wanted to support Megan, I would utilize this song in a similar manner instead of just, oh, I'm just listening to it and now I'm falling into a depression. No. Like I said in that response to Armand, like, I have possession over my spirit. I can utilize repetition and frequencies in the way that I see fit, because I have the ability to do that. Everybody can't do that. The person that's on my page right now arguing with themselves, they are probably convinced that I just proved their point because I responded with something where I was talking about repetition in a trance state. And it's like, but what you're not getting is that if a person has control over their vessel, they can listen to something quote unquote negative and it's not going to affect them the same way it affects somebody that's just mindlessly listening to it. They can take the energy or the frequency of that song or that sound and alchemize it into something with intention. Now, can everybody do that? I mean, everybody can, but not everybody will. Not everybody is going to get to the point in their journey where that's something that they can do. Some people can do it without even trying. And it also, just depends on like where somebody is in their life and in their journey. But it's something that everybody has the ability to do. But not everybody will be that intentional. So yeah. That's I think I'm also going to post this on my intuitive listening podcast on Spotify, which I haven't uploaded it on there in like forever, but I think this was a really good episode for that type of platform. In the intuitive listening podcast, it's only like maybe 6 or 7 episodes. It's where I talk about like music and spirituality and how it affects like how melanated people utilize sound and music and how it relates to spirituality. And I talk about future on that episode. I mean, on that podcast too. That podcast is not as focused, I guess you could say, as this one. Like, I was really in a different type of space when I was doing that podcast. So I'm not gonna say like, oh, go listen to it. Like, I'll put the link here if y'all want to, but you might not enjoy it as much because it's just a different type of vibe. I kind of brought that vibe here on this episode, but it's just a different type of vibe. It's a lot more rambly. So yeah. But that's all. I can't believe I talked for 42 minutes. I had a lot to say, obviously. If you're still here, wow, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the song. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. Usually I ask y'all to comment and let me know what y'all think. I mean, obviously y'all can do whatever y'all want, but I'm really not, I don't really care to know what y'all think. Whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me, it doesn't really matter to me. I really wanted to record this just to have it out there, to have my perspective out there. It doesn't really matter to me what y'all think about my perspective. But of course, you're free to comment and leave whatever. Just don't expect me to like be as responsive to certain things, because the purpose of me posting this episode isn't really to have a dialogue. It was just for me to voice my perspective. And that's it. Have a great weekend. Peace.